Hey friends, Christy here, and I'm going to give you the last pirate book for this month. As you all know, I chose pirates because actually the 19th was National Talk Like a Pirates Day. So I thought, it'd be fun to give you guys an idea of like what kind of different YA pirate books we have. And as you can see, I have Nala with me. She's helping me today with this video. So I'll try to make sure she doesn't, step at any random buttons. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, she's not gonna stop anything. Okay, so the last book for this month I have for you all is The Girl from Everywhere. So this one's actually a first one of a series. I believe there's only two. I know that we do have the second one at the library, so I know I'm gonna have to check it out to read it because this book was really, really interesting. I've never really read a story like it. I mean, there are stories out there like it, and obviously I've read some of them, but this one was okay. This one is just different. Okay, so story about Nix, whose father is essentially kind of like a sailor with his small pirate ship. I can't even remember what the name of it is right now because I'm reading so many books at the same time. So he's kind of traveling around the world because he's trying to find a map that will lead him to um, Nix's mother because Nix's mother had passed away. And what do I mean by map? He's a navigator. Make that a capital N because that is important. It's an important word. So what is a navigator's job? They are able to go into different maps. So if he has a map, like it has to be an original map, but say he has an original map of like some like almost like an Atlantis map. He is able to travel from his time to go back to the time of Atlantis and actually go to Atlantis and see, the marketplace, the people, and things like that. So it could be a original fantasy map that somebody created. It could be a real map from a different era that he is able to travel to and like go there and things like it. It's fascinating. I don't know why I found it really, really fascinating. So Nyx is kind of like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to help you find this map to my mother. However, if I help you with this map, I could potentially disappear or become a completely different person than I am right now, which is not overly ideal, for Nyx, because Nyx doesn't want to disappear. She doesn't want to do that, but she's willing to do this for her father because he promised her that he will teach her how to navigate. And now I have an Oliver. I apologize. So these crazy things happen. They're in Hawaii. They have this pirate ship. It was fascinating, and I thoroughly enjoyed all the characters because there are so like because there's three other people living on the ship with Nixon and her father, and that is his crew. And a lot of them came from different parts of the world, from different times even. One is a Chinese man. What era he would be in. Oliver, you're really in my way. Because I can't remember, but I know it was a past. Same with a person from Africa, from a tribe who recently lost her wife, so she decides to join them. And another one was from a fantasy, kind of like Arabian Nights. He was a thief and he jumped onto their ship and now he became a crew member. So I loved this book. I couldn't put it down, but I, of course, try to read it slowly because it really, you really have to pay attention to make sure you know what era they're in, how they're doing things, how they're trying to figure out like because they obviously collect money and they need to go to different time periods to earn money in the present time. So present time is 2016. It's a little bit older, but same thing. So I just really, really loved it, and I love Nyx's character because I think she was technically from the mid 1800s. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm here in 2016. I have a cell phone. I read all these fascinating books. I'm the one who is the map finder. I know how to find maps. I just want to learn how to navigate and things like that. It was just so interesting and fascinating. And I also love seeing Hawaii in the mid 1800s because it's kind of, obviously us Americans are there kind of destroying their culture. And it's also during the last of the monarch was there as well. So their matriarch princess, I don't even want to attempt her name. Let me see if I can find it. So their princess had passed away. I'm not gonna find this in time. I should have made notes. And the last like king or prince is slowly trying to kill himself and trying to figure out, well, not really kill himself. He's drinking a lot. So I believe he dies of like liver disease or something like that. So yeah, it's fascinating because the whites are slowly taking white people are slowly taking over everything else, and the natives are trying to do this. They got rid of the hula because like the hula parties, the luau's, because it was deemed savage and rock per. Can't think of the word right now. So it's just an interesting read, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't really technically a pirate story, but they do, you know, they get money. How do they get money? By going into the past, bringing it into the future, and getting money that way. So I guess it's kind of a form of piracy, but it's also a form of just a quick get rich scheme. So that was The Girl from Everywhere. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get the second one. It was so good. I had to see what happens to Nix and Casimir, the Arabian Nights thief, and even her father. As much as I did not like her father, I still found him a really interesting character. I don't know, because he's hooked on opium, because opium is a big thing in the 1800s. Because drugs and awesomeness. Not really. Drugs are not fun, and opium is not fun either. So it was interesting to see that, and not to mention how everyone is so okay, with traveling to different time periods. Like they even have their own like sea chest that's filled with like different outfits to help them fit into the time period and things like that. And they're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna go here. It's fine. I got something for that. It's just, it was a fascinating read, and I loved it. Um, but yeah, so that's the last book for my pirate month. I'm sorry about my camera lighting. I can't find a good lighting. The sun is up, and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this book talk. It's just me rambling about how great this book was. Next month will be vampires because it's October, and I want to show you guys that there's a lot better vampire stories out there than Twilight. But and stuff like that. So look for. I hope you guys look forward to vampires next month. I'm certainly enjoying it. I found some very good ones that I can't wait to get started on. So make sure you check out the Frankfurt Public Library's other videos that we have here on YouTube. The other librarians are creating amazing stuff. And I also have a couple of my teens in my tab group. No, Oliver, do not go on my keyboard. Who are creating videos for the library as well. I hope you will check those out and give those a like. And make sure you share it with all the rest of your family if you're interested in it. Also check out our Facebook page where you'll get updates about what's happening at the Frankfurt